Hey everybody, Phil with 4 Arrows Outdoors, and we have some exciting news. We have the new Prime 2024 bows here in the shop. Just opened them up, taking a look at them, and they have built upon what they started last year with the RVX series. They've continued with the RVX series. We have the RVX 34, and backed by popular demand, they have it back in their gray, their bolder gray. I love this color. I was sad to see it not be available last year, but we have it available again as a standard color. And with this bow here being a 34-inch axle-to-axle bow, it's very similar in the same platform that I was shooting in the RVX series. However, they have made some advancements and they've added some features to these bows. They're sticking with the core cam system on these bows, but what they've offered this year in the mod system is an adjustable let-off. So you're able to adjust that on your core mod. These are draw specific on the mods, and the reason they're doing that is they want to keep the efficiency throughout the cam, depending on no matter what the draw length is. So if you're on the shorter end or the longer end, they want to maintain the efficiency of this cam design. So again, it's one of those things that you do have to change the mod, change the draw length, same as what we had in the RVX, but they've added the feature of being able to adjust that cable stop. So great feature there. Another feature that they have added to the bows is they've added a Picatinny rail to the front for a sight. You still have the regular holes on the side of the riser should you want to put just any standard sight on this bow. So it is machined, for a standard sight, but having the Picatinny option to be able to keep that sight in line and tight to the bow is a great option. They've also added the dovetail for the integrate style rest. So if you have an integrate style rest or you want to move in that direction, you now have the opportunity to do that with the Prime RVX series. Still have the two burger holes for mounting a standard rest. So any rest is going to fit these bows, but again, they added that integrate, which is a great feature. Continuing on with their Flexus roller guard here. It still is a flexible roller guard, but they have actually added a slight angle to that. So it's not coming off directly level as it was before. There's a slight angle to that. Helps with some of the vibration and the way that roller guard actually functions on the bow. I'm sure as we shoot this, we will notice a little bit of a difference with that. Still have the upgraded string stop that they've continued with from last year. It does look low that they have upgraded some of the carbon. That's just my observation. I don't know that for 100%, but it does look like more of a checkered style on the carbon. They've added a little mod chart to the bottom limb, which is kind of awesome. So you can kind of look at the bottom and you have your little chart right there. You don't have to go to the internet and look all that stuff up. So a quick, easy way to make an adjustment if you need to change draw lengths. They've added that on there, which is not a functionality of the bow, that's more just a convenience. They still offer their shield program. So with a Prime bow, if you're not familiar with Prime, to the original owner, once the bow is registered, you are able to get free strings and cables once every 2 years for the life of the bow. So if you buy a Prime bow and 2 years after you register the bow, you're able to come to an authorized dealer and say, hey, I'm ready for strings and cables. We confirm that with Prime that your serial number is registered and you are eligible, and they will ship out a new set of strings and cables. So they're the only bow manufacturer that I know of that offers that. Great fit and finish on these bows. They still have a ton of different colors. I do like the color schemes that they've come up with. They've continued on just their decal system. It really just stands out, looks sharp, looks nice. Fit and finish on these bows are really, really nice. Continuing on the tradition with the grip, with the thermodynamic rubber and the nano grip technology. Keeps that cold away from your hand. Some people will say that they really don't like a fatter grip, but I do feel like it does fit well in my hand, and I have many customers who do like it. But a bow is a very personal thing, and it's got to fit your hand, it's got to fit what you're looking for. So overall, extremely happy with what they've done. They stayed with the quick tune feature of being able to shim the cam left or right with these quick adjust shims. It comes with a set. There is some upgrades that they did to the overall riser that I can't 100% explain just yet, but the stiffness of this riser is actually increased while maintaining the performance and the stability that Prime has always prided themselves on. They stayed with the swerve technology, and if you're not familiar with the swerve technology and how they're trying to mimic what's happening with the top half of the riser, with the bottom half of the riser, Prime has some great videos explaining that, and we're not going to go into depth in this video. This is more just an overview of the new bows. So this one here is in the gray. This is the RVX 34, and then right next to me here I have the RVX 32. This one is in a black finish. If I can get this bow set down. This one is in a two-tone with the black riser and the morel scar on the limbs with a white accent for the lettering. Really looks sharp. There's a ton of different configurations that you can do with these Prime bows where you can mix and match the colors between the risers and the limbs. This is going to have all the same features as the 34, it's just a little shorter axle to axle, and the 32 still has you know, the flexible roller guard. It's a little bit shorter on this. Brace heights are a little bit different. We'll show you guys the specs right here on the video as we're talking, so you can look at that. It also comes in the RVX 6, which is a 36-inch axle to axle. And so if that's something that you're looking for, you want a longer axle to axle, you want kind of maybe a crossover bow, so to speak, between some of the target world and the hunting world, a 36 might be an option for you. I did shoot a 36 last year a little bit, and I just know that bow held extremely well for the little bit of shooting that I did with it. But I mainly shot my RVX 4. So I kind of like that in between 34-inch axle to axle, but depending on where you fall into the draw length, you know, a 32 might fit you better, maybe a little bit more conducive towards tight spaces, tree stand hunting, ground blinds, all that kind of stuff. But between the 32, the 34, and the 36, you pretty much can find what you're looking for. So we'd highly recommend that you stop down and check out the new Prime RVX series. Along with the bows, they are continuing on with some of their accessories. You know, last year that they partnered up with Hamskea to bring the Prime version of the Hamskea Epsilon. So that is still available. It's a great option. It's super easy to put on the bow, super easy to get set. It's made specifically for the thickness of this riser. So they've got some opportunity for you if you're looking for a limb-driven drop away. Hamskea is one of the best on the market when it comes to that. It's probably the best on the market when it comes to limb-driven. So they are continuing with that. And also their partnership with Tight Spot. This is basically the shift lock quiver that's set up for the Prime bows. So you guys can mount this. There's a hole on the back of the riser where you can mount the bracket for this quiver. And with this quiver, it just keeps it really tight to the bow. So opportunity, there is color options with these quivers. So that's a great opportunity for you as well. And then just to let you know, we do have a mod kit. So with all of the preview packages, they sent out a package of mods. So we as dealers have these in shop if we've ordered the preview kit. So we have them here. So this year, if you want to come in and try these out and you need to match up a draw length, we've got you covered. We can get you taken care of, and they've got mods available. So no more waiting around or issues with the mods. The mods have been figured out. I love the way that they fit onto these bows. They're rock solid. They're easy to change. You know, you can do it yourself if you want, but we'll make sure you're set up, you know, right. But if you got any questions, comments, interest, maybe you have a good experience or even a bad experience, let us know what you think about Prime Archery. I love the fact that they look at a lot of the details and they pay attention to those details. So they do a lot of things that some of the bigger manufacturers maybe don't do or can't do, because the volume that they put out. But with Prime, they are definitely, you know, somebody to take a look at. Maybe you're not even familiar with Prime. Maybe you have kind of overlooked them. They are definitely a company that you want to check out. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe you find that you find something different in a different bow, but Prime Archery is really kind of leading in some of the fit and finish areas, and also in just the shooting and the stability. I find that their stability is right there at the top, where you can shoot these bows. You don't need a ton of weight or stabilization to make them balance. They're just super, super balanced. I mean, I can literally just hold this bow and it doesn't move. Now, granted, there's nothing on this bow. There's no sights, there's no quiver, there's no rest, there's nothing on it. But just as a bare bow, it just sits in your hand. The center of the grip is the center of the bow, and that really helps in the fact of keeping the balance of the bow. So a lot of great features on all the Prime bows. We do have these here for you to check out, so we'd love for you to stop down, let us know what you think about them, get in here, try them out, and hopefully we can make you a happy Prime customer. Appreciate you checking out this video. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, follow along. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at 4Arrows Outdoors. You can also check out our website at 4arrowsoutdoors.com, and we'd love to catch up to you soon. Have a good day.